Today wasn't great. We ran a 100-meter sprint at school, and I didn't do as well as I hoped. It wasn't terrible, but when you see your friends finishing seconds ahead of you, it feels bigger than it is. Welcome to day. What day is it? I am not even keeping track. Day 55 of my 365-day series, where I talk about my feelings and thoughts and hope that you guys are sticking around to listen to them. I'm Glorporous, and that's my niche. Anyway, um, after that sprint that I had, I felt alone, and I gave myself space to think. And honestly, I okay, hold on a second. I need to clear my entire inventory, and only then we can take these guys. Where are they actually? Okay, but anyway, I gave myself space, and I was just thinking. I I was like really distant from everyone else, and that's because I don't feel complete. And it's so difficult because I want to share that to someone, but I don't have anyone. I'm alone, and unfortunately, I need to deal with these things alone. So I also realized something. Um, I don't want moments like that to define who I am or what I can do. I am a very capable person, and I'm well aware of that. I just realized this is not gonna go. Um, you know what? Let's just put this here, and now, um, let's just go play some seeds because honestly, I'm not really sure what we should do today, and this will probably feel like a filler video to most of you guys, and I'm terribly sorry if it is, but um, I'm not where I want to be yet, and I realized that instead of just staying disappointed, staying mad at myself for not doing good in the sprint, I realized I am not anything yet, but I still can be something, and I need to push that belief more often. You know what? Let me explain in detail what happened in the sprint. But I'm not going to justify me feeling mad or me feeling down or whatever. It's all useless. But essentially, we were gonna be sprinting on this track, and this track had like 6 lanes, and like we would go in groups, so like groups of 6, and unfortunately I was the one in lane 1. And why exactly is that a problem? uh it had the tightest curve ever. Yeah, the track wasn't even straight. It was shaped like a zero, right? Like the sides are straight, but the bottom and the top are curved, and we had to go through the curved area, and I curved a lot. Well, I of course I had to curve a lot, but it sucked, and I ended up getting 14.33 seconds in the 100 meter sprint. And my friends, meanwhile, had 10 seconds, like 13 seconds, 12 seconds, 11 seconds. I'm so far away from them. And it's hard, because you sort of don't think of yourself at first. Like you just think of other people, especially me, because I feel like I've been conditioned my whole life to be reliant on others, to be codependent on others, to express my feelings and to do anything really. And I mentioned this because I realize how important it is to know that you can be something, and that if you really, really want it, then you would be working for it. So, what I will be doing is exactly that. I will work for it. Um, Instead of feeling disappointed about the sprint, I thought about, what if I allocate that rage, all that emotion into something that's practical and actually beneficial towards my future? And one of them is simply going to sleep earlier. I'll be honest with you guys, I sleep really late, and this recording, fortunately, is being done at around 8 p.m. And what that means is I get to sleep pretty early. But other videos, they're they're recorded at like 12 a.m. and it's such a bad habit. Another bad habit that I've been having is simply, can I? When is it turning nighttime? The sky's getting dark. Okay, come on, let me sleep. Another bad habit that I've been having is using my phone a ton. And I mentioned this yesterday, but I have genuinely been taking action whenever I catch myself instinctively going through social media. Not instinctively, what's the word for it? Like impulsively, yeah. When I do that impulsively, I realize and I simply undo it. I close it. Unless it's something that is really essential for me to know. Um, and I'm hoping that you guys understand. Anyway, um, what exactly am I going to be doing into this video? I want to do a lot. I'll be honest. I have really big ambitions, but my actions do not represent that properly. And I think that translates into Minecraft. But I have had an idea, which is find gravel. And I know there's a bit of gravel in the ocean, so we might just get some of that for a little bit. Hold on a second. So, why exactly do I need gravel? I'm gonna be making coarse dirt, and I will be making a little nice looking path up to this area, and that's in preparation for my town that I plan on building. So it's gonna start maybe over around this area. There's gonna be like a little uh path. So you know what? Let me just clear all of this and just make a little path. Uh, yeah, you know what? That seems pretty good actually. Um, all right. Um, let's go find some gravel. And unfortunately, I feel way too lazy to be doing a time lapse, so you're gonna have to sit through this with me. Actually, hold on a second. I'm gonna be making doors because otherwise I will drown in the water. So let's make a few doors. Um, I feel like I'm a lot more awkward than I am usually, and I'm not exactly sure why. Um, I'm saying a lot, and I've noticed that several times. Oh, wrong button. Uh, and it's hard because I don't recognize myself as a thing, as someone that has genuine value. I feel like I am not anything yet. And that's not a good way to think about it. I am aware that it isn't in any way a good way to think about these sorts of things, right? So I need to push myself towards growth, understanding that my flaws are areas where I can improve myself. So how can I take action? Um, if this door could just break. All right, thank you. There's a lot of gravel here. Hold on a second. Let's just place this here, and let's just put a torch in our offhand because it is so dark here. And let's look at all this gravel. Um, I I also did something that I didn't really expect. It's a Monday, right? As of this recording, it's a Monday, but it'll be Tuesday by the time this video releases. And uh, Monday, or yesterday, I barely ever mentioned her. Usually with my friends, I like to tell my friends that, oh, this reminds me of her, and they they tell me continuously that's not good. What you should be doing is moving on. But like it's a bit difficult, because I I don't have the heart to just ignore her impact on me. She brought great impact, and I'm grateful that she was there at a time where I didn't realize my flaws yet. And I'm also very sorry that she had to be there when I was flawed, because she was someone I loved, and she she did not deserve to have to go through a version of me that sucked. And that version of me was 2 months ago, and I barely feel like I've improved in any way. Oh, there's a little bit of land here. We're just gonna take all of this. And I feel like most of you are not watching up until this point. That's also another issue that I've noticed, and it's more on my part because these videos, they're way, 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 way different from like your usual Minecraft Let's Plays, where they get straight to the point and they finish something very meaningful by the end of the video. And I'm out here digging dirt, having no time lapse whatsoever, and it's just me and you. And what I'm trying to do is make it more personal, right? But I fear that sometimes I am not interesting. I say that like it's a statement, but what I'm trying to say is like it's a hypothetical. What I feel is that people simply aren't interested in me because my tone, the way I speak, or simply what I speak about is not interesting. And I feel like that applies in real life as well. When I interact with my friends and whatever, I feel like there's this lingering sense of awkwardness where I feel like they don't know what to say, and neither do I. And it makes everything a lot more awkward, and I feel like that's on me because I haven't made the effort to. Oh, do I have to dig all of this up? Um, alright, so I feel like a lot of my friends, yeah, they just, when we interact, um, I try my best to make sure that they feel safe interacting with me because I don't lie, I don't try to trick them unless it's for a joke, okay? Like I could probably tell them like, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna uh go take a book, for example," and then I end up taking their book or something. I don't That's a bad example, but jokes, it's not anything serious, and it's something that I feel is acceptable because we're pretty close. I'm not gonna be naming anyone here, but even with that sort of mutual understanding, I feel like there's a lingering sense of awkwardness because I I don't know that many people, and I've always been a quote unquote quiet kid, and I don't really like that, but that's simply the archetype that I have managed to get into unwillingly. So usually at school, very little goes through my mind, and I'm not exactly sure why. But if I had to guess, it's probably my severe lack of sleep. Uh, you know what? Let's just do this like one by one because I'm a little bit scared that it might make the path a little like, messy and whatever. So let's just do this. Um, I'm I'm in an okay mood, and truth be told, I know where I'm supposed to go. Well, if we're speaking in like university and whatever, absolutely not. But I know where I need to grow next as a person, and that is being independent. Doing things simply because I am able to, and not because other people are telling me to. It's such a huge thing that I've been circling around these past few videos, but I feel like it's so significant as well because, well, people people tell me what to do, and I simply nod like a good little boy, like a good little dog, and I never really think for myself. And this is the first time where I feel like I'm a person. I can do whatever I want, not in a bad way, but in a way where I'm living as well, and I shouldn't just have to follow everyone's lead. I get to carve my own path. Get it? Because I'm making a path? Yeah. Um, I didn't even mean that joke. I'm, I'll say it. I'm proud for, oh my days. I'm proud of making that joke. That joke. Ugh, sounds like a dad joke. Alright, let's go back to the base. We're not quite done with the path yet. There's a little bit of refining that I want to do. Um, you know what? We make one structure, and once we build that one structure, I'm thinking we make a farm, more specifically an iron farm. Why exactly? Because honestly, I'm not even sure why. I might need to move some villagers here because those guys could really help. Let's just take this shield off. Those guys could really help me progress further into the game, and I feel like I'm at a point where I'm okay, but I'm not the best yet. And I'm speaking in game, but I mean it can also apply in real life, and I don't know. Let me think about something. I work out. I work out sort of inconsistently, but at the same time, I've been trying my best, and I mean, after a while, you get more consistent, you get more used to working out, and I took a progress picture today. I'm not gonna be showing it because I I think I don't know. It feels kind of weird if I show my body in here. But anyway, there has been change, physical change, and I am so glad. Can this dirt stop breaking? I don't want to break you guys. All right. Um, what else? There's a few thoughts that I've been having. Uh, I feel like I can still be a jerk sometimes to my friends and to the people that are there for me, and I I need to change that, and I need to be a better person, and I I'm not even sure what to say. All right. Anyway, w- we're making this, and I ran out of things to say. Yeah, and I don't know whether that means I am uh like tired or whatever, but I'm feeling okay, and I feel like the day has paid off. Ooh, that's a good topic actually. I feel like most of the time I really neglect thinking about whether I appreciated today. Did I enjoy today? Did I um do good things? Did I do things that were of value to me? Did I help other people? And to that I say kind of. I mean, there was this like assignment that I had in chemistry, and a few of my friends failed their mid test, and I had to help one specifically for their what's it called? A remedial? I think you guys understand that term, right? A remedial. And for the remedial, we were allowed to help our friends who didn't pass, so that's exactly what I did. This is a cool looking pet. Um, I'm I'm not gonna be adding course dirt because unfortunately that would take too long. Maybe I'll do it in tomorrow's video, but sorry, the lights just flickered. It's you guys again. Uh, you know what? Let's end the video here. You know, you guys have the high ground, but I'm gonna kill you guys. Get over here. I'm killing all of you. Let's end the video by killing these little villagers. No, pillagers. There are no villagers here, alright? I don't even know why you guys... Ow. Ow. I don't even know why these guys are coming here. Ow, again. Ow, stop doing that. Yeah, exactly. Ow. Alright. So I got this little potion. Ooh. Now I have a good idea, but I'm a little bit lost, but I feel like I am doing okay. You know, I had a bad mood at the start of the day during physical education class where I had a sprint and then I ended up using that as motivation. So let's just end the video off here in our house, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you guys stuck around up until this point, and if you didn't, then I totally understand. Uh, I haven't exactly had the time to record more videos, but the instant that it turns into a weekend, I'm gonna be trying my best to make use of my time and to keep you guys entertained with with my voice and with what I am. Alright, see you guys. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Whatever. Yeah.